what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a sort of follow-up. Been a lot of discussion in the channel. Big time spoiler warning if anyone has not seen The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 3 yet. Crazy episode. If you haven't seen it, watch it before you watch any of my videos. Just watch it before you go online, because to be honest, if you even Google the episode, it's got a big picture of Glenn at the front and on Google and says, like, is he dead? Is he really dead? This kind of thing. So it's a huge discussion topic right now. People are just arguing their points back and forth on the web. This one's going to be a follow-up to the is he or isn't he video. Let's discuss, of course, is Glenn actually dead? What did you guys think? Here are the vote results. So I am happy to say that we got a lot of activity. We got a lot of votes on the comment voting, and it looks like a landslide. Over 80% of you guys, educated Walking Dead fans, viewers, my friends here, over 80% of people think he's still alive. Over 80% of you guys, after you thought about it, after you've heard the arguments, have voted it up that you think he has survived. And I do not think this is one of those Beth situations. We've got a comment here from Daniel Pereira, and he says, this is like Beth all over again. And I don't think it is. It's not really Beth all over again, because with Beth, I mean, it was pretty obvious she was dead for good. That was it. It was a mid-season finale. We knew that that was it for her, and yeah, she died for sure. There was really no way to go about it. Some people were in denial for a while afterwards still. There was Facebook groups I heard of and stuff like that. People were asking me, hey, Trev, what do you think about this Beth is still alive group? Or what do you think is that Sisters of Something group? And I'm like, I don't know what to think about that. She's dead. I don't know what you want me to say. This is not the same situation. We've got some comments here we're going to go through, and just as my response to them. Also, Jeaton716 has got a lot of thumbs up, said, you people are in denial. He's dead as hell. At first, it seemed that way, but once we started looking into it and people started analyzing it, we got 2,794 thumbs up for him surviving and only 646 thumbs up for him being dead. So over 80% of you guys think that he is, in fact, still alive. We've got some good comments here. Chaos Crasher says, who else noticed how the intestines were coming out of his chest? Ah, good catch, good call. When I watched it again, I did notice that. It's like, you see all these guts coming out and stuff, and your chest is not, it's not like that. Nicholas did land directly on top of him, directly on top. So you see Glenn's face, but it seems like Nicholas is lying like across him, but on top. So with regards to zombies, what are they going to go for? They're going to go for fresh meat as soon as they can see it, right? So they're going to dive in, and it also kind of ties into what Michonne said, where she asked Heath, like, if he'd ever been covered in so much blood that he didn't know if it was his friends or Walker blood or zombie blood. So as we see Nicholas getting devoured, Glenn is getting a nice blood shower. He's getting a real good blood shower in there. So for me, this is like, well, if Nicholas is just devoured on top of him, he's going to be splattered. He's going to be covered in the guts, right? Disgusting, I know, but it's true. When he is, it may be the good old Guts trick from Season 1, and it was actually Glenn who was walking with Rick, if you remember in Guts, the second episode of Season 1 of The Walking Dead. Good luck, dumbass. So, he would be drenched in that. Like I said in my, is he or isn't he video, I would think that in real life in that situation, yeah, you'd probably be dead. But, this is a TV show too, comic book series as well too. And it did look to me just like Nicholas did land on top after a review, and that those were actually Nicholas's guts that were being, sprayed everywhere and not actually Glenn's. So, crazy stuff, man. A lot of fun to talk about with you guys. I want to see you guys continue to comment below, and let's hear your thoughts. Maybe I'll do in like a week or something or a few days a proof video. Glenn lives, because it certainly seems like that's the popular opinion right now, is that the majority of people I do think he's going to survive this one. So that's fun. So let's go through a few more of you guys' comments or questions, and I'll give my thoughts on them, just the good ones. This one's from Wyatt McCann, and he says, "Hey Trev, Q&A. Do you think the wolves are done? Is there more of them outside of the ones that Rick killed? Is there, if there is, do you think do you think Enid is involved?" I said Enid is Negan. The what if comments are ridiculous right now too. There's like a million what if Glenn's intestines are Negan. I don't know. It's just stupid. The stupidest comments you could ever imagine, some of them. So it's a great question. Have we seen the end of the wolves? Rick did kill off the rest of them that ran out, the 5 that got away from Morgan, and left the one with the gun. Rick has now put them down, so to speak. So is that it for the wolves? Are the wolves done? I don't think so. I think that the wolves were certainly a lot bigger than they were in the comic book series, and I do think that we're going to see more of them. How that's going to happen, I have no idea. Are there characters that kind of knew that a certain group was going to attack, and then there's another group of wolves out there? Seems likely. Seems that way. But I mean, who knows? Damn it, who the hell knows? I mean, we could have seen the end of the wolves, but if we did, they weren't all that spectacular. They were kind of there, and they waited and they attacked at the most best time for them. But if that's the end of the wolves, I'll be disappointed. So I'm going to say I do not think that's the end of the wolves. No, I think we've seen. Maybe not the beginning, but we're about halfway through probably. I think there's about another dozen or so out there somewhere. Just my thoughts. So yeah, wow, crazy. So okay, next one's from Rick Shelfott, and he says, "The Walking Dead has not peaked. What a heart-pounding, suspenseful, and terrifying episode. Wow. Keep up the great work, Trev." Thanks, brother. Yeah, episode 3 was like just a stellar episode. It was one of the best ever, man. I mean, this was the reaction to this episode, the internet, just an uproar, like people like going nuts. And it wasn't just the Glenn death. It was just an amazing episode all around. We got to see more zombies, just in and around with characters trying to kind of evade them, and just so much excitement and feeling like season 1 again, where it's like new, and that the characters are not really in a good spot, and that there's some luck and chaos involved in it. Like, where's Nicholas going to lead Glenn? Are they going to get out of there? Are they not? It's just, oh man, it was it's so amazing. What an awesome episode. That for me has got to be like a top 3 or top 5 episode. It was one of the absolute best they've ever done. For sure, man, that was just incredible. Like, compare that to some of the other episodes earlier on in that, maybe season 2, even season 3, season 4, just really, really exciting, man, really exciting. So I loved it. It was incredible all around, and it was one of the best episodes ever. That should bring the ratings back up next week, I think, for episode 4. But we're going to have probably a bit of a slower episode with episode 4, because we need a week to kind of, come down from all this craziness and, kind of get like a regular episode again before we get back into this craziness, and Glenn comes back to life in episode 5 or something. We see him covered in walker guts, and he just gets up, and all the walkers, he's like lying there just covered in zombie blood, thinking he's probably dead. Realizes after a little while he's not. Gets up covered in Nicholas's zombie guts and proceeds to walk back to Alexandria with zombies all around him, but they don't recognize, nobody recognizes him because he's all red and black, drenched in gunk. Nicholas served a purpose after all. Okay, next one is from Nick Sibylla. We'll make this the last one for today's Q&A, and then we'll probably do another one tomorrow the next day. Keep sending me your questions, guys. This one, he says, can we talk about Rick at the end? He's in the RV alone with hundreds of walkers around him. Period. You left out that the RV won't start. So that's even worse than that. The RV will not start. Rick's shooting the assault rifle through the side and stuff. Maybe he knocked something out. I don't know. But the damn thing, we know the thing's had trouble starting. It's had some issues, zombie guts and the like, whatever the case may be with that. But yeah, it's having some trouble starting. I would think personally he's just going to abandon ship and grab his gun and run. But he's losing blood. So he's kind of, we've seen him kind of clenching in that. Maybe he should have taken his shirt and wrapped it or something. I don't know. But yeah, he's not in good shape either. I'm a little worried about Rick too, and that's how crazy the show is that you really don't feel like anybody is 100% safe. But I mean, Rick and Carol and Daryl, they're probably good, but still, it's really exciting. That was a great scene at the end, and I'm going to make a prediction. He'll get out of there. Don't worry, Nick. He'll get out of there somehow. Either the RV will all of a sudden start, or he'll just say, "Screw it, let's get the hell out of here," and just run. It's getting pretty close now. He's got about maybe 10 seconds before he gets boxed in, and then at that point it's going to be bad. So and he'll be stranded. They might have to climb on top of it or something and just wait it out or something. But I would think that he's probably going to get out and run, I would think. So, or maybe it'll just start. So we'll see. So write your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think about the Glenn discussion, what Rick's going to do, and just your response to all this craziness. Happy to see that people are not finished with Walking Dead yet. They just needed a bit of an attention grabber. That's all they needed. So write your comments below. If you guys like the video, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, you can share, you can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you want to see more videos from me, you want to join in the discussion and hear about the results of discussions and craziness, you want to hear people compare guts to Negan, and you want to hear people swear at each other, you can go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left and join in all the fun. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you again real soon. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace.